joins us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
This is Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st down, this is Rawls. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle to Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Will Tye, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Defense showing blitz. Now the rookie from San Diego State, it's Donnell Pumphrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here, second down and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. And now out come the Giants. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
26.
On first down, Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brandon Graham in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rodgers going to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll be fourth down. The fourth-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away as he's on to punt for New York. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production at San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. Look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Throwing on first is Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the press. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late-season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Long in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brandon Graham in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. On second down, Rawls. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Thomas Rawls with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now a first down following that long gain. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, Deion Jones and pick sixes, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy. He had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick sixes last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On second down, here's Wentz. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. Dances by him. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Working from the gun, Wentz. From the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aldon Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Michael Kendricks in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that is line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it. Rolls. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a mistake.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 92 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They run with a power back. Rolls. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
There's Perkins on 1st down. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. First and goal, Perkins. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here with that type of a lead.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Paul Perkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and not...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's hauled in by Shepard. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 29.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not...
Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive? Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Deion Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
One final try now for Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the...
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will